Once upon a time, in a small peaceful town, there was a boy named Jack. During the summer holidays, Jack often visited his grandfather in a village far away from the town. His grandfather's house was nestled among lush green fields and serene surroundings, where Jack always felt at one with nature. Jack's grandfather was an experienced farmer with a wealth of knowledge about life. Every day, his grandfather would spend time teaching Jack valuable life lessons, from how to plant trees and tend the garden to simple yet profound philosophies of life. Jack always found joy in learning from his grandfather and absorbed many lessons. One afternoon, as they were sitting under a big old tree, Jack suddenly asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to become a successful man. Can you give me some tips on how to be successful?" Grandfather looked at Jack with a loving gaze and nodded. He took Jack to a nearby nursery and bought 2 small plants. On their way back home, his grandfather said, "Jack, I will use these 2 plants to teach you an important lesson about success. What were your childhood dreams? Have they come true? Share your stories in the comments." When they got home, grandfather planted 1 plant in a pot and kept it inside the house, while the other plant was planted outside, where it was exposed to sunlight, wind, and rain. He asked Jack, "Which of these 2 plants do you think will grow better in the future?" Jack thought for a moment and replied, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from all dangers, while the plant outside will face many challenges like strong sunlight, storms, rain, and animals." Grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in the future." Jack left the village and returned to town to continue his studies. For years passed, and every time he visited his grandfather, he saw that the plant inside the house remained green but modest in size, whereas the plant outside had grown taller and stronger, with lush branches and deep roots. One day, Jack visited his grandfather again. He asked, "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to be successful in life, but you didn't tell me anything. This time you must tell me." Grandfather smiled and said, "Sure, but first let's look at the plants we planted a few years ago." He took Jack to the plant in the pot. They saw that it had grown but was still limited by the space of the pot. Then he took Jack to the plant they had planted outside. They saw that the plant outside had turned into a big strong tree, with branches spreading wide and providing shade for passers-by. Have you ever realized that challenges and hardships are opportunities for you to grow stronger? Share your experiences in the comments. Grandfather looked at Jack and asked, "Tell me, which plant grew more? Which one is more successful?" Jack replied, "The one we planted outside." "But Grandpa, how is this possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers, yet it grew so big." Grandfather smiled and explained, "Yes, the plant outside faced many challenges, but dealing with problems had its benefits too. The plant outside had the freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storms and heavy rain made its roots even stronger. Today, it is so strong that a small storm cannot harm it. Meanwhile, the plant we planted inside the house remained small and weak because it did not face heavy storms, rain, and strong sunlight." If you have ever gone through a challenge and found that it made you stronger, tell us your story in the comments. Grandfather looked at Jack and said, "My son, always remember that unless you struggle in life, unless you go through difficulties, you will not be able to achieve success. If you choose comfort, you will not develop your full potential. But if you are ready to struggle and face hardships, no goal is impossible to achieve. So, never see problems as obstacles, but as stepping stones to success." Jack took a deep breath and began looking at the tree, with his grandfather's words echoing in his mind. The obstacles we see as enemies in life are the very things that make us stronger and more successful. From this story, we learn that the more difficulties and challenges we face in life, the more paths to success open up for us. It teaches us not to be afraid to take risks and step outside our comfort zones. When we face challenges, we have the opportunity to learn and grow stronger, developing the resilience and determination essential for success. Of course, overcoming all challenges is not easy, and there will be times when we feel defeated or discouraged, but it is important to remember that these are only temporary setbacks. If we learn from them and keep moving forward, we will eventually overcome any challenges that come our way. So, the next time you face a challenge or difficult time in your life, don't give up. Take advantage of the opportunity to learn and grow, And always remember that the challenges you face today can make you stronger and more successful tomorrow. What have you learned from this story? Share your thoughts with us and tell us how you face challenges in life. We would love to hear your stories. If we look at our own lives, we will see that often we have to face challenges and difficulties, which can many times disappoint us and make us lose the courage to move forward. But the story of the two plants teaches us not to fear challenges, but to embrace them as opportunities to learn and grow. Just like the plant that was planted outside had to face natural calamities, but because of this, it also had the freedom to spread its roots and grow stronger, thus transforming into a strong and mighty tree. While the plant planted inside was protected from natural calamities, but remained small and weak, we learn that the more difficulties and challenges we face in life, the wider the path to success will open. It teaches us that we should not be afraid to take risks and step out of our comfort zones. When we face challenges, we have the opportunity to learn and become stronger. We can also develop the resilience and determination necessary for success. Thank you for following our story. If you find this story meaningful and inspiring, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to not miss other interesting stories. Let's spread the message of resilience and find strength from within. When we face challenges, we have the opportunity to learn and become stronger. Always remember that the challenges you face today can make you stronger and more successful tomorrow.